Pounders, welcome back. And we got exciting news. We're doing the single entry Greyhound. I love these contests. If there was a single entry every day of the week released, we would certainly be in it. The advance rates are much less harsh. It's easier to make the finals. We were in the finals in 2024, and we will cover that team. But for now, we get pick 4. 6,300 entrants, very small contest. The playoff weeks are 1 out of 5, 1 out of 4 with a 53-seat final. And we will cover our 18th place team last year. Goddamn A-Chan. Goddamn, that's all. Goddamn A-Chan. Like when you have a player like A-Chan on your finals team, you're like, here we go. We're about to go nuclear. Little Barkley on 101. You don't see that every day. But yeah, A-Chan famously got us, I think, 4.2. Okay, here we go. We're going JJ. All right, let's pull her up. From $35 to $1,500. Dak Lamar, CEH, funny click last year, early season. Bucky, smash. Zach Charbonnet, Gus Edwards, Dave Montgomery, and A-Chan. Little balance of rookies, vets, second-year guys. My God, 4.8. And this played, sadly. Zay Jones, Wandale, got a touchdown that game, looking good. Roman Wilson, who's running it back this year on Roman Wilson now that Rodgers is in town? Shaheed was out. Courtland Sutton, T. Higgs, Waddle, Lamb didn't play. My God, this team could have taken it down. Kittle and Henry. However, if you wish for one thing, then we would have never gotten this. So we wish for one thing to happen. It affects the other tournaments. Cannot be sad with our results from last year. But this is a contest we famously say, sure, grab your correlation where you can, but you don't need to force it. Here was a Dak Lamar team. We have a naked Lamar, which is completely fine. He puts up 29.4, which is pretty good. We do have the Dallas stack between Lamb and Dak. You know, when Lamb doesn't play, can't really expect much from Dak anyways. But I want to say no one from Baltimore really popped off. I think Henry had an okay game, but the naked Lamar is always viable. Always viable. Cheaper stack, the better almost for Lamar. But I appreciate you guys coming out. It is a Friday night. We had our game 1 of the charity hockey tournament. It's over 100 plus teams. You get 3 minimum games. And if you win, I want to say if you win all 3, you make the finals on Sunday. We started off tonight with a 4-0 W. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. 2 apples for the boy. 2 apples for the boy. Probably 7 shots on net. Just no Genos. No Genos, just appies. Here we go. Amon-Ra following with the knee scope news. This is my dream. This is my dream for this to happen. Oh my God. Genty Amon-Ra. You have to. You have to. This room does look a little softer than normal. I'm not seeing a ton of pounders in here. I'm seeing some badgeless names. If you guys snuck into this one with us, please give us a shout and we will call out your team. Shout out to Jared getting a new job, getting a little pay raise. What's up, baby? Congratulations, brother. That is sick. JJ exposure, high AF. No, it is. I'm just getting a ton of pick 3 and 4. And I'm just rocking with it right now. It's still early season. I have about 120 something teams. I'm not too worried about it. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. There's no way A-Chan fails 2 years in a row. It doesn't matter. We're going one of these 2 and we're going to be happy. Let's run it back. Give me A-Chan. Let's run it back. You owe me at least 15 this year, A-Chan. That would have been 7 to 8 G's. Would have been 7 to 8 G's. All right. What could possibly go wrong? We're running it back with Devon A-Chan in the Greyhound. It's a fun final. I will say that sweat last year was wild when I knew Lamb was out, and we got 15 from Wandale, which basically had to happen because Shaheed was also out, obviously, end of season. Zay Jones was out. So the fact that Wandale scored a touchdown and got 15 kept that team so live. Kept it so live. Yeah, we gotta. I love Achan in the second round here. Pick 21. We actually get two people sliding here. Got to think that'd be pretty unique in the finals. 53 teams. This is not happening that often. I'm just gonna be a spoon here. Give me one of these two. We're gonna be happy. Give me Garrett Wilson. If not, do we just like reach up for? Do we go receiver here? Let's see. Pick 45. What do we want to do in the 40s here? I'm okay with like going Mixon. I'm also okay with going double receiver there too. Let's go. Jacobs falls to 28. Let's mix him in. Green Bay famously they go very heavy. I truly believe they want to get more touches going in the direction of other players to help the workload of Jacobs. But at the end of the year, if they're competing for the playoffs, Jacobs is going to be the guy. So Kane in the house. What's up, baby? K Mize. What's up, dog? Smooth Criminal in the house. What's up, dude? Looking forward to your takes on the single entry. Got second place last year, but was not confident in my team. All right, we'll definitely take a peek at team 2 last year. Highlight reel. JJ McCarthy out. Goff, Daniels, Garendo, which was pretty smashed. Till the injury. Lloyd, Charbonnet, Javante, Stevenson, Barkley. So Barkley obviously carried this team, but you had some usable pieces. Zach Charbonnet being a big one for those weeks that K-Walk went down. Luke McCaffrey was a 0. Thielen put up 25 week 17. I don't even remember that. D-Hop, Addison, Keenan Allen, T. Higgs, Jefferson. We both had T. Higgs. T. Higgs was on my MMG second place team too. What a smash. And then Fant plus Laporta. Yeah, you had the right pieces go off, right? You got 4 from the receiver room. You got just enough from RB, 15 from tight end, which is good, especially last year. What was the highest scoring? And you guys could probably search this pretty quick. What was the highest scoring tight end on week 17? I don't think it was a spike week for really anyone too high above 20, 22 points. I don't think we had like a massive blow up game from any tight end to give that positional advantage last year. Ooh, DK going off a little early these days. I'm glad. I will say, I'm glad I got my 10%. At the time it was a little risky. It didn't feel good. Not knowing who the QB was, you're like, is it really going to be Mason Rudolph? Like Rodgers is playing games. Now I think I had like 16% in the big board too. I'm feeling pretty good. And they move Pickens. So how long until Lazard ends up there? Jonnu Smith, how much did he put up week 17? Jonnu Smith, week 17. Let's see. All right, we're up. JMO is going to be passing Devonta Smith pretty soon here. So we'll get ahead of that rise. I don't mind the click here as well. Now, Jonnu Smith had a touchdown, 26 yards, and 3 catches. So 4.1, 10.1 points for Jonnu week 17. Who hams? What's up, baby? You think Brock went off? My wife was questioning my sanity in that week 17 final. Dude, if you guys don't know, I was in the hospital for our second child. Week 17, that last game, the Monday night game, oh my God, it was Detroit. Was it Detroit, Minnesota? I want to say it wasn't because Detroit played Minnesota week 18, and that was the one that counted for home field. We want Pickens here, and we get Pickens here. And this is part of why we went Jacobs. We wanted to go a little JMO Pickens. That fell to us pretty nicely. Anyways, it's that last game. The freaking Detroit players don't have to be out there. We're in first, and we need to fade like a 23-point game from JMO and a 25-point game from Amon-Ra. And JMO gets like the hitch and ladder touchdown. He just starts getting crazy touchdowns. I'm like, it's over. He needs like 3 more fantasy points, 2 more fantasy points, and it's like halftime. Well, there's 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I'm still in first by like 1 point. I think it was 1.1. It might have been like 0.9. And he catches like a 6-yard pass to put at the very end of the game when it's completely over. They could have ran off the clock too. And nice little 22-point game from JMO there. And what's cool is this guy posted about it too on Twitter, and I found him. So congratulations to A Wilson 7. A great win. Would I have been the first person to win the NFL Battle Royale main slate and a fantasy football tournament? Best ball fantasy football tournament. I'm sorry. That was very Liam. Likely, or maybe that was 2 years ago. Likely may have popped. What did Likely do? Likely may have popped. Because Lamar had a big game. Let's check. Nope. Likely had 1 catch, 9 yards, and a touchdown. Bowers went 11 for 99, so about 15 points. Yeah, so no one really separated at the tight end position. So if you got, like, we got 13.6 from Jaceki. that's to come in second in this final, and MMG was big. It was a 225. It wasn't big. 225 though. Bigger than normal. And you get some of these late pieces to help you, like McMillions here. This team was firing on all cylinders with Terry, T. Higgs, Neighbors, Devontae Adams. The poor Z click. I didn't deserve to win. But the Burrow T. Higgs stack. That's why you stack in those deeper field tournaments. Wow, Laporta goes. This might just be digs from the boy. It's early, though. Can we save it? I think we can. Do we want to go a little Detroit correlation here with JMO? I think we do. That's the way we're going. He insta-clicks Quinshawn. McBride went off. Yeah, very lucky, actually, that it was only a 10K difference, right? Because typically you see second place being half of first place. So this tournament was very much so a tournament that they pushed more money towards the top. Typically, I would have only won 15K here. So am grateful that this contest specifically was one of the ones that you only won your money back when you advanced, which allows for higher payouts up here. But second out of 67,000, I'll take that any day. I'll take that actually any day. We're hoping for one of these two right now. We'll take the slide on Debo if it's there. Otherwise, we're happy with Diggs. 10 grand is nothing to you. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. No, you're right. I just wanted the ring. Like, sorry, Danny. Like, I'm gonna need this finger. I'm gonna need this one. Shit. This is a good example of how to build an HN team. Treat him like a rookie. Now, three RBs by Demont feels very good while still having little Jefferson, J-Mo, George Pickens, and Debo. We'll take the slide here. Don't have a ton of Debo at 4.2%. But if we can get, the thought is if we can get our man Dak, we get a little week 17 stack too. If not, we have that mini. We have the Jefferson, J-Mo mini here. Not that we're trying to overstack, but these are probably two of my favorite games. The other one's the Zona game. Zona Cincy. It's the only one I'm missing. But these are two of my favorite games, so why not do it in the single entry? It's really paid off for me in the past, hitting that Detroit Lions Dallas game famously 2 years ago. Lamb and Monra starts the year that Lamb popped off and then went like 101 the next year. It all takes, right? It's variance. Deep field tournaments are extremely tough. But when you do have the opportunity, that one team makes it to the finals, you got to make sure it's well built, right? You got to make sure it's well built. As much EV packed as possible. Where am I sitting at for Hurt? I think we were saying Hurts. My big board shares were a lot more. I'm only at 8.4%. I can admittedly say I want a lot more. It's very late for what he can do for you. It's very late for what he can do for you. But I think actually Josh Allen and Lamar goes too late too. For good drafters that can find the advantages in the middle rounds, elite QBs, it's good for advance rates. It's good for having that ceiling. However, in the finals last year it was like Burrow. I think did Baker also go off week 17 last year? Let's see. Who's the other QB that popped? Might have been Daniels. I think Daniels popped too. Daniels. All right, it's back around to us. I'm staring here at Mooney, about 7-8 picks after ADP. And that's just tempting. I think we just have to do that. Not going to be too worried about my combo tool in this one because it's a single entry. Combo tool, very important to me when it comes to like BBM and making sure I'm not falling onto too much chalk based on my previous drafts. But here, Best Ball Overlay will just rely on you for the week 16, week 17 showing on our screen. Yeah, Baker Mayfield, 34 points. So I remember that one correct. I want to say Daniels also popped. Not Daniels, Baker and Burrow. Okay, yeah. I knew it was Burrow. Obviously, we had him. I sort of just want to go Mark Andrews here. Now we get a little pairing with Andrews and Jacobs too. Play ball. And shout out to the boys who signed up for Best Ball Overlay. Literally, I'm so confident you guys are going to like it. I'm so confident that if you don't, within a week, we'll refund you. Like, sign up. If you don't like it, we'll refund you. So just enjoy a week free if you want. Like, you're going to love it. And if you're doing anything over 100 drafts, it's like a necessity. I was watching BBG's stream yesterday, and he hadn't updated the newest update on the website. I'm like, damn, that screen looks bare. Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I can't see my exposures. I can't see the teams. I can't see the dome games. Just looks so bare. And the combo tool is the biggest advantage. For people that know how to use it, it is a ridiculous advantage. Like, if we go through BBM, there's no reason why 60% of my Jefferson shares should be tied to one player in Diggs, and even more so, JT at 40%. I don't mind getting ahead of ADP on this one because I like this too for a start, but 40% of my JJ shares is a pretty big stance when you think about it. And you wouldn't even know, right? You could just say, oh, I like these two and just not know. T. Higgs at 35%, Trey McBride at 35%. And again, in the single entry, grab your guys. Like, I don't care about the combo tool in the single entry, but when you're talking about you're doing 150 BBMs, you're investing 3750. You're doing 150 big boards. Like, it's very helpful. It's very, very helpful. Makes good drafters great. Goff, Dak, I'm staring at both of them, and we don't have a choice. He made the choice for us. Goff it is. You know, I probably would have rather Dak because then we could have grabbed JJ McCarthy for this game stack. It doesn't feel awesome grabbing two QBs from the same game, but at the same point, this Minnesota versus Detroit game should be a 50-point total. So if you're telling me I'm going to have, and Goff should be up there too. Goff should be up there. SOB though. SOB. Yeah, he went to the Lamb team. Like, it's fully expected. Just got BBO yesterday. How you enjoying it, my man? Had Daniels in the finals with 32 points. Yeah, 32 is still a big week. You won a weekly for 20K. Didn't get a ring. I got a ring from my wife, but no, I got second place. You don't get shit for second place. You get a good try. Try again. Mims here, or let's just go Herbert. Again, finals is going to be very small. 53 teams could get a flat week at QB. I'm comfortable taking Herbert here as our second QB. I don't want to get boxed. Yes, we could probably just go get whatever, JJ McCarthy, having two QBs from the same game. I'm fine with it when it's a high-scoring game. Penix, we could target with Mooney. I'd rather just get Herbert. Some of that, I expect him to run more this season. So, and we get the little week. We get the week 16 against Dallas. We are going to try to stack it up. But not overly worried about it. Not with the 53-team final. Not overly worried about it. Same payouts as last year. You love to see it. But yeah, 18th paid 1,500. 4.8 points from Achan. If you could have got like 14, we probably would have been in the 9th to 8th place range. It's okay. That's why we have them this year. It is funny. That we get them back-to-back years. A little revenge. It's good for the YouTube title as well. If you guys enjoy the content, please go down, slap the like on the live stream, hit the bell for notifications so you can get these drafts when we go live, and hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 3K, and I appreciate you guys trying to help us get us there. The more likes and subs we get, the more content we get to make, and we love that. We love hanging out with the boys. Plus, single entries, these contests are these are the best. I almost like these better than high stakes. A $35 contest, and you can win 30K, and it's a relatively small contest. And the advance rates, besides 2 out of 12, which is harder, this is 1 out of 6. This is 1 out of 5, 1 out of 4. Just, I love this. I love these contests. Look at that, Trey Harris and Herbert. We love to see that. I don't have a ton of lad, but we'll work on it. Couple interesting names here. Depending which way we want to go with it. I want to hold off on tight end. We're going to hold off on tight end. Yeah, dude, Stevenson at 141 would have been criminal. We are just going to go up and grab Johnston. McCarthy goes. Are we okay with just these? We might just go an advance rate QB, to be honest. Herbert and Goff. We could stop it too, but let's see how the draft falls to us. Right now, we want to address running back. We feel pretty confident with Jefferson, J-Mo, Pickens, Debo, Mooney, and Quentin Johnston. Feel pretty good about taking a break there. Please don't. Oh my God. I was going to say, don't give us the option for us to click Hollywood here. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. We need Algier. I think Hollywood's like the trap pick for us right now. I think that's the trap pick. Because if we don't go Algier here, realistically, it comes back around and like RJ might not be there in 16, 17 picks. Braylon Allen looks to expand his role. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Scoot in the house. What's up, dog? Do you saw flock ADP and get your guys? Do you say flock your ADP? Yeah, I have my own ranks in the single entry, especially. Like this is the contest that, oh, you could be like, oh, I've been getting a lot of this combo. Like I really like it. Like single entry, it's like go get that combo. Like who cares if it's one more? You want to sort of ignore that. So that's why I'm saying like combo tool in this specific contest, a single entry, I'm not too worried about. However, I could still use it to be like, hey, if I want to know like some of my exposures, if I want to know the week 17 bringbacks, if I'm bringing back like, so I have no Nico as a bring back to my Herbert teams. Just something to note. There's endless uses you could use the combo tool for. Palmer off, Leggett off, McMillan, Hollywood. I wish someone took Josh at the 101 in my drafts. Never lucky, bro. Never lucky. Tell him, Ben. 55 watching, 21 likes. The math ain't mathin'. Head of PR. This is why he has the wrench, boys. Listen to the boy. Best Ball Bob, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, said Tillman, if he came back to us, would have been Insta. He's been getting nothing but positive coach speak. I'll read the coach speak on his last blurb here. Let me pull it up. And shout out to Greg from Coach Speak. He's going to be coming on the channel tomorrow night. I believe it's going to be a 9 p.m.er. With Greg from Coach Speak Index. So helpful. Really helps me with the ranks. Helps me keep you guys ahead of ADP. Cedric Tillman. This is the offensive coordinator. Cedric Tillman is a great threat for us. We're continuing to develop him in his role. He provides size and strength and athleticism, something that is really critical to both playing inside and outside, out wide. He has some flex there. We're going to continue to develop Cedric's game and get the most out of him. 10 seconds to make the click. And I wasn't kidding when we're just going to go an advanced rate click here. we are bringing aboard Matthew Staffy. Really is just a third QB option. Staffy, Geno, even Darnold. Daniel Jones goes too late, obviously now. He should probably be in the 170 range. Should swap spots with A-Rich. But yeah, here we go. The QBs start to fly off. They start to fly off. Not overly worried about correlating it too, but I do like getting a little Jasicki here. We'll see. We'll just see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Almost went rogue. I almost went rogue. In a good way, I think. In a good way. If we could stop at 2 tight ends, Andrews and Jasecki, if we feel good with that, it'll end up being what? 6, 7, 13, 16, 18, a 3, 6, 7, 2. We don't need 6 RBs though. We just need 1 more. So we can do a 3, 5, 7, 3 is how this one's going to shape up, which will make a lot of sense with our last round tight end. Hopefully he falls to us. We'll see. In the same one, almost got Bijan at 8. It's gross. They're cheap enough that it could be fine. They're cheap enough that it could be fine. I think we're underrating Aaron Jones again this year. I think they'll both get a good amount of work. I'm not convinced that they're going to be like, oh, Mason is the goal line back. Like I think he'll get his chances, you know, when they like, all right, Aaron Jones, you're out for these 3 plays, you're out for the whole drive. Like that's the guy who's going to get the goal line back. I don't know how much he's going to spell him at random. Wow, little Roman Wilson at 180 and Torrey Horton. He said, F that. I'm getting my guys. We'll see what he does here. 2 18th round guys. No, I'm not underrating him, but people over-exaggerate his age. Like, how many touches do we think? Do you think there's a world in which like Aaron Jones gets 150 touches this year without injury? No, not with how they're going to want to play football with JJ McCarthy under center. Very similar to Sam Darnold. The run game helped Darnold a lot. Aaron Jones easily the 1A. That's the way I see it. But to get back to like this, they're both a fine price. Yeah, Jarquez doesn't come back to us. I don't really want to click Lloyd here either. I don't really want to click Lloyd here either because we have Jacobs. He's typically the click, and I'm like, oh, Lloyd. I gotta slow down anyways, but okay. All right. We just saw someone just caught our eye. Taylor, Kate Otten. If one of these two came back to us, I probably would have went with Mason Taylor or Kate Otten here. But how many touches would Aaron Jones get? Like 270 last year? Bro, he got 306 touches. If he stays healthy, all I'm saying is you're gonna see 200 touches this season. And at pick 85, that's good. That's good. What are we doing? Let's bring in that double stack with Herbert here, with Conklin. So now we have a 3-4-7-3, Goff, Herbert, Staffy, Achane, Jacobs, David Montgomery, Tyler Algier, Jefferson, Williams, Pickens, Debo, Mooney, Quinn Johnson, Keenan Allen, Andrews, Gesicki, Conklin. Keenan Allen, if he lands on a team and you have like a QJ who could disappear, you have a JMO who could disappear, Pickens, most likely going to be boom bust. Debo, we'll see, probably boom bust. I think this ties the room up together pretty nicely for player prototypes. Steve in the house. What's up, baby? The final boss on Fanspeak. The final boss for Jeopardy. Max Sauce in the house. Not including the big board. I think we're at like 120 range post NFL draft. Been slowing down. I did 69 puppies. I have 25 BBMs. I did the 20 schnauz. Some weekly winners. That's not counting, I guess. That's not counting weekly winners, marathon, eliminator, because those are all separate CSVs. So I've probably done about 160, I guess. Whoa, Willis here. What was there coach speak today on Malik Willis overtaking Love? Whoa. Easy. What contest gives the red nose? Honestly, I have no idea. I want to say it's something that's Battle Royale related. Let me try to pull up. I'll pull it up on a different screen. And it might be, it's got to be something Christmas related too, right? Like Rudolph. Account. Baller Ben. Red nose. You got a shiny nose. Unlock by winning cash prize in both NBA Battle Royale and an NFL Battle Royale on the same Christmas day. So it was Battle Royale related. Let's be one of the only teams with the Keaton Mitchell share, huh? Let's be one of the only teams with the Keaton Mitchell share. Keaton Mitchell coming back to the team, looking healthy, getting some positive coach speak, looking explosive. I think there's worse clicks. Plus, we have a little correlation there with Mandrews. We have the Green Bay thing going on. Fun little dart throw at the end. We're leaning heavily into these three anyways. Tyler Algier is going to be there for random spike weeks and or probably one of the best handcuffs you could have right now in fantasy football if Bijan were to go down. But Keaton Mitchell would be up there. You got to think, like, if Derrick Henry went down, Keaton Mitchell would be up there. He would be up there. In handcuff land, he's got to be in the top 5 range. You're going to see a ton of Hill, but it's Baltimore. Like, this team's driving. This team's always in the red zone. All right, let's have a little read here. This is our dart throw, and we ended up with the naked Staffy, but just as an advance rate piece, as a third QB that's cheap, that has a very low bench risk. I don't mind adding in one QB that's not correlated. That is going to help us give us a chance to win. Goff, Herbert, Staffy with Achane, Jacobs, Demont, Algier, and Keaton Mitchell. Jefferson, JMO, Pickens, Debo, Mooney, Quinn Johnson, Keenan Allen, Andrews, Gesicki, Conklin. So we have that double stack with Quentin Johnson and Conklin. The bring back with Pickens, week 16. We have the week 17 thing going on with JMO plus Goff and the Jefferson bring back. Mooney. We have the Mooney Algier bring back for our naked Staffy. Beautiful. Yeah, you found it. All right. I think we have time for one more. What do we want to play, boys? What do we want to play? Pug's full. Like, I'm done with the pug. What do you guys want to see? First thing that gets 3 votes, we're jumping in. 3 votes, jumping in. Shout it out in the chat, boys. Shout it out in the chat. And while you do, we're going to take a brief message from bestballoverlay.com. I'm just kidding. But the website's up, boys. If you haven't checked it out, there is a free portion. So just create an account and you get this ADP page for free. You can check out any player. See the last 7 days. A-Rich is the #1 follower. Johnny Smith, Yoshi Voss, because of the Burton news, most likely getting a little positive coach speak. Jalen Knoll, Burton, Dobbins, and he has room to go. Brown, Hunter, Rogers, ETN, and you can search players. You can go here. And you can look up A-Rich. You can click on him, and you can see that, in 1 day, he's fallen 5.5 picks. So you get the trend. You can also add players, right? Not that these two correlate in any way. You could add a second player in Dobbins and sort of see how 2 players are performing over the course of the contest open, which was April 29th. We have every single day for CSVs. Josh, you killed it, bro. It looks. All right. What got the votes? Weekly, Superflex, Big Dog, Sprint. That is 4 different ones. Eliminator, BBM. Bro, everyone wants to see something different. BBM, Superflex. That's 2 for Superflex. Superflex wins? No way, though, right? Oh, wait. Did I count this one? I think Superflex won. 1, 2, 3. What's up, Jasper? What's going on, buddy? A-Rod in the house. What's up, baby? Been a minute. Wow. Superflex won. Bindies. What's up, baby? You guys haven't checked out Bindle's content. Always putting out some bangers. Let's do I can't believe you guys voted. People actually love this content, man. Funny. It's funny. You greedy birds, huh? You tried hopping in here before me. 20 seconds, Ben. 20 seconds. Tried hopping in before me. Plus 11. Oh my God. This is going to be the sweatiest room. Like the rink I played in today was hot. I was melting. This is going to be another level. We'll take the 101 though. You got to try. Sometimes you got to try. Ben gets the 101 and we were very close. We got the 112. I hope you get your guys the nicest thing I think you can tell someone before a draft starts. Like it's so neutral. I hope you get your guy. Like it could be anyone. Well, I don't think I have a 101 draft in my few super flexes that I've done. Let's see. I've done 14. I did 12, 11 or 12 after day 1. I did a couple on day 2 and I did one on stream. And I was like, I'll never do this contest again. I guess I should have said that. Oh my God, this one was bad. But man, Gino at 79 is crazy. Dana Jones even at 140. Kyler with Hurts. Some of these teams. T-Lot 47. Wonder where he goes now. This one was crazy. Mahomes, Dak at 36, Staffy 84, and Gino at 85. And this was a Genty. Yeah, 3 tight ends. And we got Dobbins at 204. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what we can cook up in Superflex. Oh man, the edge is so crazy. If you could have maxed on day 1, and ranks are all well and good, but if you're doing by ranks, you're not getting as much EV as possible. Here, I'm tempted to just go 1 and 1 here. We get the slide on Jefferson. RB should be going off early anyways, but Jefferson at 12. plus maybe we go Kyler over Baker. I don't know. We have options with Mayfield, though, too. We have options with Mayfield. I like either or, I guess. I like either or. Let's go Bakey Bake, Earthquake. Earthquake, Bakey Bake. But yeah, Kyler Murray, we're getting at 19. Now he goes at 15, 19, 20. Just not going to see as many of those combos. Trevor Lawrence goes at 37 instead of 47. Gino goes at 53 instead of in the 70s and 80s. Just such a big edge. And like the running backs too. Like running backs get pushed up as well. Like Henry still goes at 18 with all of those QBs ahead of him because you have Puka, Neighbors, Amon-Ra, Nico behind him. So those day one ADPs, if you know to push up QBs, get the value on the middle round QBs. You're not going to get a ton of value on the first round QBs. Like you're not getting really any value on, getting Josh Allen at 3, right? But those middle round QBs, if you're targeting them in the right way in the RBs, shoo, off to the races. Off to the races. Hat goes hard. Oh my God, bro. Instagram got me. Yeah, I can't even lie. I'm like, man, I think it was like a Lids ad. I'm like, you win. Here's my $30. Like, congratulations. Never again for that day. I know. I keep saying, I got to say any contest, first 3 gets it, no Superflex. But I'll do it for the boys. We'll create a strong team. I'm not too worried about it. This contest is a 2 out of 12, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10, 375 team final. So you are still looking to correlate here with a pretty thick final. But 750 min payout, which is going to be a min payout if you maxed 150. I would not be. I'm gonna say this is gonna be my last. Again. Tyler in the house. What's up, baby? Awesome stream last night. You and the boys. What's I want to know what's the advantage to starting a second channel? Like I just my brain's too small for it. My brain's too small. I don't get it. But multiple people do it. Goff, Purdy, Hurts. I don't love going 3 QB straight. I'm okay with the double. I'm okay with the back-to-back, but the 3 QBs is tough for me. It's tough. You're only going to be able to start 2 in the finals. So you're basically losing an Amon-Ra, BTJ type player. Like if 2 of these guys are the player you need, someone's going to have them with a Chase Brown, Amon-Ra, BTJ type. We're just going to double tap QB here. I'm just kidding. Let's go. All right, so we get the correlation here with Bucky. I might do this, but then we're going to be absolutely punished. Can we make it work? I don't think so. Not in this room. I want to, but not in this room and not under the current landscape. All right, we're making the bet. We're making the bet on Justin Jefferson. We're making the bet that JJ McCarthy's good. JJ has a bad year. Well, this one, if Justin Jefferson has a bad year, McCarthy's almost certainly having a bad year. A little early on Bryce Young at 31 for sure. For sure. The casuals have come out to play on a Friday night drinking beers. Oh, I see. That makes sense because you guys all do 3 different channels. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm worried about what it would look like at QB here if we don't grab our second, because we're still gonna want a third, maybe a fourth on a team like this. I was sort of worried what it would look like if we didn't. But my God, that's the thing. Like on day one, you could have gone double RB there and then getting anyone you really want at 60. Like Gino was there all day long. This team went 4 QBs, so very happy. Very happy we grabbed our second. Jeez. I kind of want to peek. Kind of want to peek those teams again. Where's that? Okay. Bakey Bake, Drake May, Darnold. With Gibbs, Taylor, Quinshawn, Tony Pollard, and B-Rob. With Hill, DK, Pittman, Bateman, Kirk, Slayton, Wicks, Booty, and AD. Andrews, Henry, and Kate Otten. I mean, good, not great. Good, not great. Definitely strong though. Deshaun Watson, close your eyes. Close your eyes, everybody. Oh man, this is like absolute value. Purdy at 31, Stroud at 42, and Staffy with the Genty Barkley start, Marion Hampton, Aaron Jones, J.K. Dobbins is RB5. Anyone? Pickens, Waldom, Mooney, Burden, Mims, QJ, AD, Yoshi Voss, and Ty Felton with 3 tight ends. That's a fun one. I just feel like you can't build those strong teams anymore. It's massive pain. Member for 3 months. Appreciate you, bro. Hit the like, smash the sub, pound it out, and you know exactly what he's talking about. Sick. Just sick. Who's your favorite vet in the 18th? You're taking in normal drafts? Are we talking about just like straight up cash? Or you're talking about like BBM-esque? If I had to say a vet, because I'm going like probably Wicks, and I don't really think you can call him a vet. Darnold just goes before us. Oh, F us big time there. That's pain. It's pain because we're just gonna hold off. We're gonna hold off. We just gotta pray. At this point, we just gotta pray. Oh God, we just gotta pray. We're gonna bring in the correlation here. Oh my God. So close. Would have felt really good about Darnold at 60. One of Darnold or Gino, but fell a little short. 12 spot belows officially. BBM. Yeah, I would typically go someone like, thing is I'm going like year 2 AD. I'm going Wicks, but maybe like D-Hop. D-Hop's going in the 17th now though, right? So I don't think he would count towards that. I think Lazard might become pretty clickable pretty soon after we get more information. Troy Franklin's been getting some positive coach speak, but a vet, give me last and final. Last and final. Give me Lazard. If we're going cash game. BBM, I can't get away from like Wicks at his ADP right now. I can't get away from Wicks at his ADP. Tutu's getting some positive coach speak, but I just don't really trust it. And I think they could run more 12 with Terrence Ferguson if he comes along towards the end of the year rather than playing Tutu. We'll see. I might get onto the Roman Wilson click soon. I might have to make a comeback. Never wrong, just early sort of thing. He takes Darnold but passes on JSN. Yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it. At some point, you just have to take a QB, right? And where he starts with Penix and Darnold, This for me would have been a QB2. Oh, fungal, huh? Mm. A-Rod's in here, Steve's in here, K-Mize is in here. Yeah, we were praying. When I say we just gotta select these 2 and pray, we were praying for one of Daniel Jones or Rodgers to make it back to us. The 12 spot is absolutely terrible. It's absolutely terrible. We're doing as much as we can, and we don't even get Dart to come back to us. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. We're chilling. We're chilling. I refuse. I refuse to give in. All right. We're gonna need some spike week, guys. We're gonna have to pull up Pollard, I think. I'm cool with Pickens in this format where you're only starting 2, but you can start up to 4 receivers. Our running backs are obviously not going to be the strongest crew, too. Just like 12 spot blows, man. Oh my God. I feel like I'm getting axed right now. I feel like I'm getting axed. I will typically go these prototypes like Mike Evans, like George Pickens in the Superflex. We're only starting 2 receivers. Like, give me guys that are going to get these 25-point spike weeks. Ah, man. Can't do anything about it, though. You can only do what comes to you in the 12 hole. I can't. I'm just not. I'm just like even Rattler's getting good coach speak right now, which you're not going to talk real shit about your players, but New Orleans, I'm good. I'd rather go a QB on the way back around. I'd rather go a QB on the way back around. There's still plenty of QBs, but now you need injuries, basically. Now you need injuries. Get Milrow later. Dude, I don't even feel good about that. You can, but like, goddamn. If Sam Darnold gets benched, I don't think Milrow goes out there and does any better. Milrow's super raw, and he needs time to develop. Plus, Sam Darnold's contract's massive. So I'm not that confident that that Milrow sees the field this year, unless there's an injury. And at that point, I'm still going Pickens here. I'm still going my RB2 here. So we'll get to that spot where we start weighing these extra QBs here. Jordan Mason off, bro? No way, right? Yeah, I'm going my wide receiver 3 there all day long. Over Mason is RB4. Just from talent and spike week potential. There goes Tyler Shuck. There goes Judy. We absolutely cannot go tight end here. I'll tell you that for free. We absolutely cannot go tight end here. Love the 12 spot. In Superflex, like there's no way. You can't. You can in Superflex. You can't. We're just doing it. We're just doing it. We're going to obviously need to catch up at receiver, running back. God damn. Had to. This room's been punishing. Do you think there's room for movement on Kirk Cousins? Like, if he did sign, what if he goes to New Orleans? What if Penix gets hurt? There's still some upside with where Kirk Cousins in the spot. And Shadur's getting a ton of positive coach speak. To the point where it's like he could be the day one starter. I don't necessarily see that. And everything coming from Joe Flacco's quarter is like, I'm here to play football, like not really just there. He's not there to be a mentor. He wants to play. He wants to be on the field. However, Shador is doing well. He's doing well. He's making the most out of his reps. So if you say he's a starter this year, even if you get 10 games out of him, pick 108 is pretty good. Kirk Cousins, we just don't know at this point. He's probably the biggest dart throw here. We don't know. We don't know. We'll double tap on RB on the way back around, most likely. 183 watching. Appreciate you guys. The first video we did the Greyhound, trying to get revenge on our 18th place finish. In here, the chat voted me into a Superflex. And I'm having zero fun. A lot of what ifs. A lot of what ifs here. And does that mean here at the 12 you should just go Kyler Baker? Like maybe. But then you take that risk of, yeah, we wanted here for the correlation. We just really pushed it. We pushed it to here at 60, try to get Geno or Sam Darnold. I think that's the difference between us feeling good about it and then us just going back after this draft finishes, going to the lobby and just clicking draft again. Like, but we're probably going to rip BBMs tomorrow. If you guys are just jumping in, we're going to be on at 9 p.m. with Greg from Coach Beak Index. A wildly helpful resource to anyone. Oh, God, Stevenson was just right there, huh? And we have Pollard. Stevenson would have felt pretty good. Not going to lie. Stevenson would have felt pretty good. All right, let's just keep pushing running back. It's going to be, we're just going to have a shit ton of RBs. Potentially stop at 2 tight ends to open up another RB slot at the end of the draft. Ingram plus Goddard. Ingram plus Strange. Ingram plus Ferguson. Something like that. We can get away with 2, and I'm pretty confident we could open up an extra slot at RB. There are a lot of late RBs that I like. There's a good amount of late receivers that I like too. Like we're just getting into the Shaheed, Keon Coleman situation here. Where'd Shuck go? Shuck went, so he doesn't get Shaheed. Does he have... He started 3 receivers. Actually, K-Mize, I don't mind this start, bro. And you grab Rodgers at a good point. Once you see Jones go off, this was a sharp click to just bring in Rodgers there. Catches up at RB as well. Yeah, K-Mize is doing well from the 6-hole starting 3 receivers. He's doing well, but it's probably ends up like a 5 or 6 receiver team. Because if you think about it, if you were to start 3 RBs, you would probably stop at 4. You know, maybe you had a 5th. It's a 20-round draft, so hyper fragile in my mind, 5 in this. If it's 4 in an 18-round draft, it's 5 here. Johnny goes to 139. Steve says, yeah, this one hasn't gone how I hoped. Tough room. When you have plus 11 showing on the live stream in a Superflex draft, it is going to be a tough room. That is confirmed. That is confirmed. This is your idea, Steve. This was your idea. Superflex with the boys is brutal. A-Rod also not having fun. Sharper rims are a pain in the ass. That's why I say, boys, just watch. You don't just come in here and drop a like, say hello, how you doing? You know, just have a watch from afar, from very afar. All right, little run it tight end here. My God, 4, 5, 6, 7 tight ends in 10 picks. Okay, boys. Okay. Jack Besh at 138 early in this contest, but this guy also went Bryce Young at 31 and Cam Ward at 42. So he went Cam Ward ahead of CJ Stroud. This this room is definitely 2 out of 11 advance. However, I mean, he still sucked up RBs too, and he's just not stopping, which is punishing for us too. We see stop there. Oh, God. We're in the Eckler range at RB. We are in so much trouble. We are in so much trouble. Dear Lord. Kyle Williams off at 153. Oh, man. A-Rod ended up with Herbert, A-Rich, and Dart. Oh, shit. We thought we got cooked. A-Rod got cooked. Sorry, bro. Screw you guys. We need him. We need him to land in Denver now. It's not even a matter of like, it's not even a matter of if. We need it. We need it. All right. Bucky, Pollard, Ray Day, Isaac Rendo, J.K. Dobbins, Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Evans, Pickens, Evan Ingram, our 4 QBs. A weird ass build, a weird ass order to build it to, but we're here. We're here now. you want to be drafting receivers here. I'll tell you, like you don't want to be drafting running backs in this range. For QB, a common thing. It is. Now, when you look at the price we paid, it's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap relative. But like, oh God, Superflex is so gross. The landscape is just so disgusting right now. In this room specifically, unfortunately, like I have to play this room to advance out of this room, right? So if I'm doing this, if I'm in a random room and it's not, plus 11 on a live stream with everyone from the Pounders in here with us, I'm pushing Kirk Cousins, I'm pushing Sanders, but here we couldn't. Like the QBs went off earlier than ADP, so we have to adjust to this room to try to advance out of this room. Yes, are we at a slight disadvantage against the other teams if we do advance in the next pods? For sure. Then you're just hoping you have the right combo of players. You're hoping you correlated, and in this case, we did with JJ McCarthy and JJ, Baker, Bucky Irving, and Evans. You're hoping that carries you through. Surprised Joe Burrow made it. Joe Flacco made it this far. Joe Burrow. Flacco. Joe Downtown Flacco. Jake says, I'm having fun at the 103. Daniels, Puka, Monrock, Kyron, Staffy at 51, great value. Harvey, Adams, Devonta Smith. Yeah, you just had an easy draft, bro. And you got Flacco. You're cooking, man. You're cooking. Didn't see it was a super flex. Oh, yeah. Nah, I would just cancel my own stream if I drafted these 4 QBs in a regular contest. I'm surprised you stuck around that long to find out. Best spot in Superflex? It's got to be in the top 5. After 5, it feels pretty gross. After 5, it feels pretty gross. Like to get Burrow and Fields, and especially before where you could get Lamar and Kyler. You can get Josh Allen and Kyler on day 1. Cedric Tillman and Jarquez. Is this the route we're going? Is this the route we're going? I like the Cedric Tillman stack there. That fell to us pretty well. McMillan went and Quentin Johnson went right before us. Right after ADP, though. Kate Otten's there. Let's pull up KDOT and let's bring in the correlation here. Let's go with our double stack. Yeah, I would say top 5. Top 5 picks feels pretty good from what you can do on the way back around, because you're still getting, and here's the reason, like on the way back around, there's Fields, Purdy, Caleb, Dak, Goff, May, Herbert. It's very flat, and you're guaranteed to get at least one of them. So here, when I pick my QB, Allen, Lamar, Daniels, Hurts, or Burrow, on the way back around, I'm like, give me Achane, right? Give me Achane here at 20 instead of Fields, and then give me Drake May. Or give me Herbert, whoever your guy is. Sometimes you're getting Goff there. And I just like that combination better. Going ahead and grabbing my RB first, knowing that coming back around to you, it's a super flat tier at QB, and I'll just take any of those that are left. Nick Westbrook Akine. This dude's just dancing on us right now. This dude's just dancing on us. Oh my God. Ben with the double tap of Neal plus Marshawn Lloyd. That's 4 RB straight for him. Couple tight ends. He hit receiver. Oh my God. Did he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row with the double QB start. 2 RBs after that. Achane and Breece Hall. Ben's cooking too. Looks like he's going to stick with this 2 QB build. Maybe a last round QB. Someone like Malik Willis, where what's the difference of needing an injury at running back versus needing an injury at QB, besides the fact that RBs get hit a shit ton more? But the upside obviously is still high for QBs here. Someone like Malik Willis is interesting. If you had an injury to Love, because we've seen Willis work out in the games he's played. We've seen some spike weeks. Just as a QB3, last round dart. And he'll probably be low owned too. But we have another charity hockey game tomorrow at 9-10 a.m. Then a bunch of tailgating. Huge rink. 10 rinks at this place. Parking lot's enormous. 110 teams. And our second game's at 6 p.m. 6:40? Like 6:40. So a ton of tailgating. We'll see. We'll see how the second game goes. There'll be a lot of beers later. I'll tell you that. I just want to bring up Keaton here. What do we want to do here, though? It's not Wilson. I'm cool with Slayton, I guess. I'm cool with Slayton here. Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Evans, Pickens, Cedric Tillman, Slayton, start 2. Feels fine. Ingram, Otten, Bucky Irving, Pollard, Ray Day, Gorendo. We're going to still need so many RBs. We need more RBs than we do receivers in this. Again, start 2. We could be done here. Most likely we're done here. So this team's going to have more RBs than receivers. It's most likely, do we go 7 RBs, 3 tight ends, or do we go 8 RBs and stick with Ingram and Otten? Ingram Otten's maybe a little thin, but it could work. If both of these guys are just cheap for their ADP, they both work out. Joe Milton's a good shout for sure. If you think, who's there in Dallas? It's still not Trey Lance. Trey Lance went to, where'd Mac Jones go? Mac Jones went to San Fran. Mac Jones went to San Fran. Who's in Dallas? Joe Milton and I guess it was. I guess it was Trey Lance, and then he moved to the Chargers. Yeah, that's a good shout. Milton's a good shout. Yeah, Lance got moved to the Chargers. Interesting. I can only keep so much in my brain. Mason Rudolph, the poor Mason Rudolph drafters at the end of these here. You thought you had one on the field until you didn't. There he goes. Ben unlocks it. He unlocks it. Well, Joe Milton at pick 216. Dylan Gabriel, sleeper. One of 5 QBs on the Browns. Just got home from work, reinstall BBO version 3.1. Everything works great. Thanks for the sweet customer service. Appreciate you, bro. We got Josh and we responded to a message in the Discord, the Best Ball Overlay channel. It was at 11:59 p.m. And both Josh and I had responded by midnight on the dot within the minute. Within 2 minutes, I should say. I don't know how long it actually was, but it was at 12 a.m. We both responded. It's very funny. All right, there it is. There it is. There it is. The fandom coming through. Sean Tucker's a good click here for sure in 20-round drafts. Someone I was thinking about, but we have Bucky, so we can't. I'm cool with going Chig here. Taj Brooks and Chig, Kendra and Chig. It could be Ollie Gordon. Week 17 bring back the guy you need because we don't have Achan. Kind of want to hear a little more coach speak before I keep dipping my toes in here, but let's go Taj. Let's go Taj Brooks. Interesting draft from the 12 hole. Doesn't feel amazing, but I feel better knowing that everyone else had a tough draft. Jake had a good draft at the 3 hole. He brings in 4th QB in Dylan Gabriel. I'm probably just sticking with Flacco, Staffy, and Daniels, but the fandom came through. Lamar Dak for the 2 hole. Lamar Dak just sticks with those 2, I think. Unless he's got something up his sleeve here. I think Malik Willis might be my favorite QB that remains. Does Will Levis get moved? There's a small chance that happens. What can you get for him? I think Malik Willis, if you're talking about upside, like rushing upside, that's the way I would go. That's the way I would go. This one was gross. Not gonna lie, this one was gross. A-Rod goes, my team is cooked. Oh God. We should have put you in the 12. Yeah, A-Rod heals up from that injury that he sustained last year and now re-aggravated it. Good luck. Good luck, bro. I aged at least 2 months. That's like 4 people that have said that was a tough room. That one's Superflex can be fun. With the Pounders confirmed not fun. K Miza, I want to peek it. A-Rod is subscribed to the YouTube member, so we got you first, bro. Herbert, A-Rich, and Dart. He's like, don't review it. You don't have to review this one, Pat. Like, you could skip this one, bro. Like I appreciate you. Like, you could skip this one. No, I got you, A-Rod. Don't worry about it. Herbert, A-Rich, and Dart. Bijan, Hampton, Tracy, Charbonnet, Bigsby, Sean Tucker, Ty Johnson, Lamb, DJ Moore, Trey Harris, Kyle Williams, QJ, Wandale, Douglas, Keenan Allen, Bowers, and Hawkinson. So you went heavy tight ends early. So you're winning tight end. You have that locked. Your receivers are pretty strong for this format start too. I think QJ's underrated in this format. I think QJ's underrated. I don't know if I would have gone to Mario plus Wandale. We've probably added someone like, was AD available in this spot to get a little correlation, at least with A-Rich, if it does happen? Where'd AD go? Did AD even get drafted? AD didn't even get drafted, I don't think. Wow. Yeah, you want those RBs early because you can just fall into wide receiver value late. It was an interesting one. You had him on your mind early and forgot about him. I probably would have went that way. Just Douglas? I don't know, dude. If you're only starting 2 receivers and Demario Douglas on the Pats, a team that wants to run the ball, a team that, I mean, at least last year didn't play a lot of 3 wide receiver sets. I don't truly expect them to play a ton of 3 wide receiver sets this year too, just based on who they have. And then Travion Henderson, I think, actually hurts Douglas a little bit if they can split him out. So yeah, between playing 50% of snaps in the slot, I like Douglas. Pats fan, like Douglas, think he's a good player, but he doesn't get enough work to mean something in best ball. Ben in the one hole, 3872. Allen, Caleb, and Joe Milton. Fun. Achan Hall, Roshan Wright, Neil Lloyd, Miles Sanders, and Zach Moss. Which, I mean, let's say Brees Hall has a bad game, Achan covers, and then you just need one of these guys to get you 10 plus, 8 plus points. Ladd, Terry, JSN, Waddle, Rome, Reed, and Shakir, Njoku, and Kincaid. It's a fun one. He's got the little nose there, the little Rudolph. Steven the 10 hole, Kyler, Love. T-Law is strong. Gibbs, Hubbard, Quinshawn, Cam Scat, Rashad White, and Mostert. I like the RB room. Marv, Travis Hunter, Godwin, Jane Higgins, Coleman, Bateman, Pat Bryant's okay. Strange, Mason Taylor, and Juwan Johnson, 3 tight ends. Steve's team's looking good. You definitely need shit to break right, though. Even starting 2 here. Because you need to start 5 between the 2 with RB and receiver. 2 RBs, 2 receivers, 1 flex. One flex, 1 super flex. So starting 5 of these guys every week might be a little shaky, but if the receiver comes on early, if Godwin starts the season a little healthier than we think, but yeah, the receiver values, this is what I'm talking about. Grab the RBs early because you're getting Bateman at 159. You're getting Chris Godwin to slide 12 picks. Like, I think Steve played it the best. Although I'd probably want another dart at receiver instead of Mariota and just rock with these 3. But good draft. Good draft. K-Mize 4763. Stroud. These teams were ugly. Stroud, Gino, Rogers at 78. Right after Daniel Jones went off the board at 77. He adjusts and picks the next starter, known starter. It's sharp. It's sharp to identify that. And I'm mad that you did it because I thought we were going to get him for sure. Tyler Shuck at 102. K-Walk, Caleb, Tootin, Javante, Dowdle, DJ Giddens, who I like in this. Samson. It's fine. Chase, Neighbors, Brian Thomas, Amika, Nolan, Roman Wilson. It's fine. John and Ferg, 3 tight ends. I'm probably fine with this Roman Wilson click being another running back too. Like, think about this as BBM. Like, you're only starting 2 RBs. and you have an RB in the first round, the second round, the third round, you're probably stopping at 5. Probably, you could stop at 4. Like hyper fragile, you're probably stopping at 4 in BBM, but in a 20-round draft, adding a 5th is fine. I think I want this to be an RB. Like points above replacement. What's Roman Wilson giving you? I'd just give me another dart. Give me like a Sean Tucker got taken. We took Keaton Mitchell. Like 2 of those late clicks as darts at RB. That could make an impact. Even Ollie Gordon. We'll see what happens end of season. But that's it. We're going to call it there. We're going to be back tomorrow night with Greg from Coach Speak at 9 p.m. Eastern. So on the way out, hit the bell for notifications. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this stream. And hit the sub if you guys want more content like this. Give Best Ball Overlay a checkout. This is a completely free ADP snapshot page. You just create an account. You can search any player. You can check the 7-day movement, fallers, risers, 30-day, completely free. So bestballoverlay.com. I'll put the link in the chat. The link is also in the description of the video. If you guys want to sign up for Pro to see your portfolio, use code Pounders, all caps. And yeah, you won't regret that you did it. So appreciate you guys. Hope you have a good Friday night. We'll catch you on the next one. Pounders.